So now we are talking about Libyan desert class. Okay, where can I start? Oh yeah, we start with this one here. So a couple of months ago, I went to the market and I saw this pendant here. It's a tiny sort of like pendant. I was curious about it, and then it was displayed next to the motorbike, and none of the motorbike that lady had that I was interested or intrigued. I was about to walk off, and then she said, "Oh, have you have a look at these yellow pages? It's similar to motorbike, but it's called a Libyan desert glass." And I said, "Oh, okay. May I just have a quick look?" So she gave it to me, and I popped my hand. I always use my left hand for like a receiving hand. So I popped my hand and I felt the weird tingling going downward to my fingers. It felt like it's running outward from there. And then I have this weird like vision that how I'm going to use this particular gemstone, crystal, or tactile. Apparently, this is extremely old crystal, and people said that it's more than 29 million years from an asteroid impact up in the air in the desert, or was it a bomb kind of some kind blast, and then or some sort of blast that create this high density, high energy sort of like was that pure silica glass. So I have that vision that I'm gonna get one that's really big, yeah, in my palm, right? And I felt like in the vision, it's just telling me that okay, this is what I can use it for, to help ground myself and heal myself, but using the golden light of the Libyan desert glass, use it to how do I say it? To heal other by expanding that energy outward and like projecting outward. I don't know if you guys study energy healing before, you know how to actually take in the energy and you know how to give that energy to someone. But the idea of the Libyan desert in my vision wasn't like that. It wasn't my energy that was giving out. It was the idea of using the crystal itself in my hand, taking the universal energy, expand it, and then using that energy with direct intention and projecting to the object, subject, whatever you call, and then heal the person. So that was the reason why I got so excited, and then I bought like a whole bunch of them. And of course, in Australia, where I live in Western Australia, it's actually quite rare because not many people stock them. So I've been looking around for like a big piece, you know, big piece, and I just couldn't find them. So then I went online one day. I was searching, you know, like I was on SD, I think, and I usually buy the real motorbike from the website. And then somehow something happened. The phone probably listened to my conversation and my need maybe, and then just pop up Libyan deserts in for sale. And I was very skeptical on buying things online simply because I got scammed for a new my bracelets before, which is a few $100s, and that person never get back to me. Do you know how the scam they normally do is that they give you SD like a tracking number, and a tracking number just go round and round and round and round for a couple months, and then you cannot go and email or like you know ask the seller to refund your amount, your money back. It's just dragging on. It keeps saying that the parcel is still traveling, it hasn't been delivered, and it's still the same. And when you contact the seller just disappear, and the seller probably bought like how do I say it? They probably bought the buyer rating or something. I think maybe there is something out there like that. And he respond, but then he only responded one and twice and tell me to wait for it, and say, oh, because of COVID, and during that time it was COVID. So they never arrive, and after 6 months nothing happened, and I cannot open case and disputes with the seller platform, and I decided to give it up, like, you know, just paid it to the devil, I guess. Yeah, so I got scammed for that one, and I got scammed for the motorbike, and that one I finally got a refund for that. And then since then I haven't really buy anything online, especially crystal. I just really like paranoid with scammers. So I came across a really interesting supplier online, and he's very authentic, like really authentic, because I was so scared. And then I bought the first lot. I spent probably around 200-300, and it's arrived beautifully packed and nicely in individually wrapped, and it was just like the one that they advertised. Yeah, all the pieces that I select and bought online arrived as is. So I was just so assured and so happy when I received it. So then I spent a lot more money and bought a second batch. Yeah. So the first batch I gave to my sister to take to Vietnam, and then asked my mom, because she and my sisters was in Vietnam, tried to make a little pendant for me, like to wear a pendant, because it's actually a big piece. So so they were trying to do like a custom jewelry over there for me, and apparently nobody know how to do it. And then they ended up, my sister came back here, and then she kept that batch of Libyan desert glass. But oh boy, the energy was actually really interesting and very strong. It's stronger than the little pendant I got here. Yeah. So when I open the package and look at it, do you know how the moldavite make, like the moldavite is very strong, right? It's the energy and the impact were quite intensive, right? My whole body and like pain everywhere, like feel like I couldn't breathe. The Liberian death is a little bit more subtle, but the impact is actually more heavier. It felt like the pressure with your whole body, it felt like you being pressed down the earth. Yeah. And when you wear it, it just presses you down in a very uncomfortable pressure. Your whole body, your whole head to toe, like completely feeling like you're being pressing into the earth and stay there. Yeah. So I was like, whoa, that's too strong. I might just cleanse it before I use them. So I did cleanse them, and then I was just like, okay, just like my vision, using the big piece that I got my hand on. So I got a few big pieces. So I was saying like something in my hand that is actually really comfortable in my hand, and guess what? This is the most comfortable in the hand, right? When I saw it online, and I was like, oh, you know, it looked kind of odd. But then I saw the little edge here. You see, like, how do I say it? Yeah, it's just the way that the edge and the art, it's just so comfortable, like this. Yeah, in the palm. It's just somehow, some way, it just designed it for my hand, for my palm. Yeah, just the right size. And I did a cleanse, and then the first one that I actually want to do was use one of this crystal and then put it in my, be on me like 24 hours to see what it's like. This is amazing. It's very happy stone. For some strange reason, happy but grounded. It's a weird energy. It's very different energy than all the other crystals that I purchased. But I put an experiment on this one. This is absolutely happy, ground, and smooth. And this feels smooth, even though it's, you know, it's like a rough crater of the earth. Yeah, it looks rough, but it's actually very cool, calm, bustling. Yeah, it's like bustling underneath and make you feel like bubbly happy. You don't feel like you're being it felt a bit weird, like innocently happy. Yeah. If you shower place of misery, and you have this crystal in your pocket, and you were like smiling and bouncing up, people would think that you're crazy. Yeah, it's give off that weird energy. I just don't understand why, but it's actually make me very happy. Maybe that one costs a lot. It's probably around in Australia. I don't know, probably a couple hundred. This is around. Ooh, it's around $600 or $700 for this piece online. So if it's in Australia and how rare it is, um, it could be around $1,000. Yeah. Then another piece that I found that's very fascinating is also palm sign. Initially, I said I like this one because this is so beautiful, like really beautiful. Oh my God, this is not doing it justice. I look at it and I said to myself, like, oh my God, why are there such thing exist? And you know, when you look in the sun, it felt like the sun is actually falling on you. However, this have a different energy. I was quite surprised. This is more like, this is actually fitting my palm like perfectly as well. Like, you know, it feels nice in the palm for some strange reason. Yeah, it feels quite comfortable. and I was like, oh, you know, like something about it. It's just in the palm, and it's just perfect for what I want to do with it. And I didn't know what this was, so I actually put these near my bed and on me during the night if I feel I need them. And I didn't realize this is a detoxing crystal. Yeah, what I mean by detox is that, you know, when you meditate and you notice your body is fatigued and you have like ache and pain in your body, nerve pain. I don't know. I have stomach upset a couple days ago, and what I did was I applied this crystal on my belly and fell asleep with it. And you know what? It's a weird sensation because it actually calmed the stomach down. It's calmed by when you meditate where the pain was, when you place a crystal there, you feel the energy of the crystal cooling down in that area, and somehow it just easing it off. The cool energy sort of ease in the belly, and then it's subsiding the pain. And I just fell asleep right after that. I couldn't remember what happened before, after that at all, because I fell asleep on it. And then that particular night, probably I woke up around 1 2 o'clock, and I felt this excessive thirsty. Yeah. And I said I have to drink water, and I got out of bed. I drank like 2 cups of water, and then I just went straight to the toilet and then I pee. That never happened before because I don't normally wake up in the middle of the night and wee. I have my routine, you know, more like slept really early, woke up early, yeah. And I noticed that night it was like constant, like from 2 o'clock onward, I was like pretty much like wide awake, and I was drinking water because I felt my body is extremely dehydrated. I never felt that extreme dehydration before. But like it's a weird sensation, and I felt like it felt like when you're doing a spiritual cleansing session, which I went through during the pranic healing. I noticed that my body was really dehydrated, and I also noticed that I drink plenty of water during the session. So it's like that. Instead of you get somebody to heal you and cleanse you and then detox your body, I felt like this beautiful Libyan desert glass can do that for you. Yep. There's more. Why did I say more? It's simply because I think I noticed things go very smoothly, but you know, it felt like everything is working effortlessly and going smooth for you if you carrying the crystal. Yeah. So because I was carrying the smooth big one in my pocket for work, I noticed at work everything goes smoothly, no drama. Wherever I go, everything going smooth. I have no problem whatsoever. Nobody bad mouthing anybody. Everybody happy to work together, and we don't have a problem. Yeah. Uh, angry customer, there's no longer angry customer when we're actually carrying it. So there is, it attracts such weird smooth energy, and it's a good energy that I notice is much better than most of other crystal that I came across. Yeah, now touching and talking, and now I feel like I'm dehydrated. Mm, not so dry. uh, that explains why it came from the desert, you know. Like sometimes your body is like the desert because you're supposed to nourishing your body with pure fluid, water, and so on like that. You're supposed to water your body like how you water the plant. And then I think because when you rush through life, yeah, and you haven't really stopped and reflex and watering yourself, and then by the time something that just sort of like knock you and say, hey, wait, how come you so dry, old and wrinkly? Yeah. And your body is falling apart. It's simply because you didn't oil your body, or you didn't actually water your body like you're supposed to. And that's what I learned from the Libyan Desert class. It's about the self, come back to your own self, and how much the self healing is needed to pay attention to. And for the first 24 hours that I used the big Libyan Desert glass, I text my sister, say, hey, it's amazing. I slept with it, I spent time with it, and she probably think I'm crazy. But she kept the other one though. She's not like crystal avid like I am. I think I'm probably the crazy one out of the whole family, and spend so much money in crystal, and also cryptos. I like both, okay? And I find that it's interesting, yeah. There's more. I bought some more. Mm. So this is like a dark Liberian desert glass. Yeah, it's actually quite beautiful, to be honest. And I got a little hole and cradle in there. Yeah. And in the sun, oh my god, in the sun it looked beautiful. Like I haven't seen. It's like moldavite, but it's like a golden shine to it. And this black paste, I don't know what it's like. I haven't really used this paste fully, but somehow, some way, it's all feel comfortable in my palm. Maybe when I was looking online and my intention was, please give me a piece that fit my hand, they all fit my hand perfectly, and they all exert like a weird energy out of it. But I have this image and this vision in my mind how I'm gonna use it. Yeah. Funny enough, I don't have. I do have dream about this. Yeah. I think it was the night before last night, and I was having this weird dream that I was at work, and then at work, because they were pressuring people on taking further study, and then everybody put me on like a pressure, like, hey, you know, you got all the skills and knowledge, why don't you just, you know, take like a postgraduate on it, and then, you know, just study and go ahead and advance in your career. And I was like, oh, I don't know, I don't even want it, you know, in the dream. And then I got pressure into signing up on a course for further study in a postgrad, so like certificate or diploma, whatever that was, in the dream. And I noticed I got so stressed in the dream, and I said so anxious, and I said, no, I don't want to do advanced study. I don't want to do it at all, because this is not I want. This is not the career path I want. So I got angry because I said I want to, because in the dream it said the course start the end of like February, which is this month. And said, oh, I have to get my gut together and then gather all my resource and pay for the course, and then, you know, just sit through the course for a year and then just complete the postgrad, and this is what you do, da 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 da. I got so angry in the dream and so anxious at the same time. I said, no, I'm going to get out of the course because the course does not really resonate with where I want to be in my life. Yeah. And I said, well, stuck with the money. I'm not going to pay a single cent for that course. And then I went off and I woke up. And the funny thing was, I noticed for the last couple of days with the Libyan desert glass, I woke up around 2 a.m. Almost every night, 2 a.m. I woke up. I mean, I went to bed like at 8. Yeah, 8 and 2. That's not much. But anyway, yeah, and I'm stuck in this weird in between moment of sleep, which I'm not really happy about. So yeah, I haven't tried this one yet. I might use this one today, and then I will let you know what it's like. Mm. And this is one of my favorite pieces that I got. Look at this. It's so beautiful. It's like a lemon lime yellow. Lime is so beautiful. I was like holding like this, but I felt like I can do so much with this one, and it's so beautiful. It's so cool when you're holding onto your hand, and of course it's fit my palm as well. um, it's so beautiful. I cannot understand, I cannot describe to you how this stone feel like. It's more gentle and more kinder and more calming and more grounding than the motorbike. Is exert and radiate happy energy. Yeah, and it's also a weird like carefree sort of like sensation, you know. It felt like, oh yeah, that's okay, let's do it, you know, like that weird easygoing carefree sort of like energetic vibes. Yeah, that's how I feel when I'm touching one of these stones. It's not restrict or sharp or aggressive like the motorbike at all. Even though they have like a similar impact, it's not that aggressive. It's very gentle, very kind, and very nurturing and nurturing. I was like nourishing, and like, yeah, nourishing. Yeah, it is, because it's actually is for healing. Yeah. So the seller was quite good because I was quite impressed with the seller. This is not, I won't tell you who it is online, but if you're really interested, drop in the messages below and I'll show you the link. I'm not affiliated with any of the seller that I'm buying this crystal from. This is a pure curiosity and also pure hobby that I get thing, and it's also based on pure luck that what I come across. You are what you resonate. That's what I believe, and I think that sometimes things come to you, throw you a curveball, and then you were like, holy cow. You need to know the how to get over it. Yeah. So the seller was actually really good. I gave the seller a really awesome review for my previous order, and then second order I ordered like a larger batch. Like I said, I spent around thousands of dollars on this piece because they are big piece. People know the price, how expensive they are, but then because I send them to Western Australia where they don't have many supplier with Libyan desert glass at all, so these gonna be very pricey in the future. If I want to sell them, I won't sell them for less, and I don't think I will sell them unless I'm desperate or something happened to my dog. Then I'll sell them and to get the money for it. But yeah, it's like keepers. Yeah, they are keepers. And because I spent a lot of money, the lovely seller sent me a beautiful piece as a gift for free. And this is a darker Libyan desert glass. Yeah, it's actually, I don't know the energy that well. Yeah, I don't know how to use this energy. It's like a beautiful piece. It's a little bit chips, but it's okay. I came across a few people saying that if you bought a piece of crystal and it was chip, it was cracked, it's just saying that there is a little bit of interruptions or whatever you feel is like an interrupted energy. It could not be like pure energy. Uh, Maybe he's right. Who knows? But you know, and I find any piece of crystal, if it comes to you for free, it's a blessing. It doesn't matter if it's broken, chips, or it's not wholesome in a whole piece. It was the intention that the person gives you that count, and it actually is a beautiful energy. Yeah, but this piece give me a little bit of like it's a little bit epigastric sort of like region. It felt like a weird pressure there. Yeah, this is a vision I have for Liberian desert glass. It's purely for energy healing and purely grounding, and also manifesting smooth sailing to the journey of your life. That's how I felt. So yeah, and not only that, you can heal other people as well. I also have like a weird experiment as well. I asked one of my friends hold on to this crystal, yeah, at work, just for 2 hours, see how she feels. So she put it in her pocket for 2 hours, and then after 2 hours he came back to me and he said, oh, I just feel so tired. And I was like, oh, totally forgot to tell you, this is a grounding stone, but it's also helped to detox all the rubbish in your life. And guess what did she tell me? She told me that her husband and her is sort of like divorced, with now she's a single mother with 3 kids. And I was like, now I understand. So it's make you realize how you've been working and sort of like putting all your issue at the back of the burner, and now it's just the stone bringing you back and make you realize that you need to work on yourself and really heal yourself. That's why you just carry on with life and not really working the underlying symptom. That's why if you're sick and you blame other people and thinking like, oh, this is all the other people's fault, and then she didn't realize the crystal make her reflected on herself. Yeah, that's it. Very interesting week since I got them. So yeah, that was the reason why I cannot wait to tell you guys my experience with Libyan desert glass. Like I said, it's a tactile, very similar to Modify. It's very subtle, nurturing and loving, and I think people need a piece of it in their life. So yeah, have a lovely day. I'll see you next time for more interesting stuff. Oh, wait a minute, no. I went to the shop pretty much the same time I picked up the parcel, and I saw something really interesting here. Voila! Oh my god. Do you? I was like, what? They selling K2 for like a bargain price, my favorite K2. So I'm like pretty much like a K2 collector now. Oh my god. And you know what? I bought 3 pieces. I think I bought like, I spent a lot of money on K2 from my previous purchase video. And look at this, here is another piece. I got this for $15 per piece. I was like, what the hell? I grabbed a bargain, and it's so beautiful. Oh yes. It's one of the best crystal out there to actually own and have. And I bought every piece of K2 from that particular shop. And what a bargain, $15. I think I spent $60 or $40 or $30 last time. But then again, something really interesting, right? I came across somebody saying that K2 was actually have all these blue spots. They are azurite, and the green spot there, they are malachite. So no wonder when I first came across one of these crystals, my head is pulsating, yeah, pulsating like crazy. I never knew that, but yeah, it's like pure dot of azurite in the K2. And you know, all this time I didn't know. I thought just K2 is K2. Look at all that beautiful malachite and azurite. And azurite is one of my favorite crystal. It's beautiful blue. Oh, there you go. I'm learning something new. And I also have a vision how to work with these. Yeah. Next time I will tell you all about it. I'll see you next time then.